So you're headed on a Caribbean cruise and you have no idea what to wear. I have you covered in today's video. I have been on dozens of Caribbean cruises and I have made my fair share of packing mistakes. So if it's your first time on a cruise or you've been on a few and want some outfit inspiration, outfit formulas, so when you're packing for your next cruise, it's super easy, this video is for you. Starting with our embarkation outfits, what we're wearing to get on the cruise ship. I do think that this one gets overlooked and it shouldn't, because this is when you should be vacation ready. Usually during embarkation day, you might be waiting in line for your boarding group, you're going through security, you're handing over your passport 100 times, you're checking into your cruise. You're definitely waiting around a little bit more. So I think you should be comfortable, but you also should be vacation ready, because sometimes when you get on your cruise ship, your room might not be ready. And if you're giving your suitcase in the front for it to be checked into your room, you want to make sure that you have everything that you want on your body. So my perfect formula for embarkation outfit is usually a one-piece swimsuit, a pair of shorts or like stretchy pants, and a button-down shirt, something that I can take on and off really easily. So when I get on the cruise, I can run straight to the pool. I don't even have to go to my room because I'm already in my swimsuit. And I do think taking advantage of that first day is super important, because you kind of get like an extra day out of your cruise because you're already in your vacation outfit. Now, I know a lot of people head straight to the buffet, but if you want that extra bit of time, I do recommend to run right over to that pool, get a chair, enjoy the sun while the cruise ship is still a little empty. So I like to wear a swimsuit. Now for guys, you can put on a swimsuit short, t-shirt, button-down shirt, and head to the pool as well. Now, another thing that I found really helpful to have on my cruise was having like a crossbody bag or a little pouch to keep your passport in, because when you are getting on that cruise ship, they're gonna ask for your passport a few times, making sure that you have it and it's easily accessible for them to look at. So keep it in a little pouch. It'll be so easy for you to find and you won't be frazzled and dazzled when you're getting on the ship. In the last cruise I went on, I did have that one-piece swimsuit on and we headed straight to the pool. We didn't have to worry to unpack or find our swimsuit, especially because those suitcases might take a bit of time to get to your room. So always have everything that you need on hand in like a tote bag. I brought a little raffia bag, and when you get on that cruise, it's going to be so smooth and easy. So be comfortable, vacation ready, maybe have a swimsuit on, put your sneakers away, have your feet open, and get cruise ready. Next, what are we wearing when you're on the cruise ship? Let's say it's a sea day or you're in port, but you have your morning on the cruise ship. I always like to bring a pair of, I call them comfy cozies. It could be a two-piece set, something that you can easily throw on and head out the door. In the morning, usually on a cruise ship, they don't have any coffee machines in the rooms, so you do have to go to the buffet and get your coffee. Like, I'm a coffee freak, so I know. And one time on a cruise, I didn't pack anything super easy to get on. I only packed like dressy pants and shirts and an uncomfortable bra. And I'm like, wait, why don't I have something super easy and comfortable and loungewear like, so I can change my pajamas and head to the buffet to get coffee, breakfast? So I like to pack either like a two-piece set or something that is just very easy and comfortable on. Usually on the cruise ships, I will say they can run that air conditioning a lot. So I do like to wear something a bit longer just because it might be a bit chilly out. So whatever you want to wear in the morning, you want to grab and go. And of course you can rewear this on your cruise. You don't have to pack one for each day. On a sea day, there's many things that you can do on a cruise ship. So when you're packing for your cruise, you want to think about things that you can wear easily around the ship. You're moving spaces, you're going to different venues, and of course you're probably going to go to the pool deck, which is what I like to do. So for a cruise, I love to pack swimsuit cover-ups and swimwear. And by the way, these are pictures of me on multiple cruises. This is not from just one trip. So I've been on dozens of cruises. So these are just examples of things that I have worn in the past. In fact, when I've been on multiple cruises, really anything goes. So you don't have to stress out when you're packing for your next trip. Be comfortable, wear what you like, but if you want like a better vision of what to pack, I hope this video is helpful. Now, how many swimsuits and cover-ups to pack for your trip really depends on you. If you want to bring a lot of swimsuits and cover-ups like me, go ahead. But I will say you don't want to have a wet swimsuit and want to wear it the next day. So at least one swimsuit kind of like per day. And then maybe 2 days go by, you can rewear that one that you wore on the first day just so it dries out. So you don't have to bring too many swimsuits, but definitely enough where you don't have to rewear a wet one, because it just feels weird. You know, it doesn't feel as comfortable. And with swimsuit cover-ups, you can do like crochet dresses, you could do pants and a top, something that you can easily take off and lounge by the pool. And a pro tip, if you can bring cover-ups that can double as an outfit, even better, especially if you want to save space in your suitcase. Let's say you have like a cover-up dress that's pretty dressy that you could wear for evening. You can really maximize everything that you wear. And maybe for the evening time, you can dress it up with a different pair of earrings or shoes just to make it a little bit more dressy. So cover-ups that act more of like as outfits, so you can really get a ton of use of everything that you pack for your trip. Now, the last cruise that I went on, there was sort of a rule that you can't really wear your swimsuit to like the buffet, so you do have to wear a cover up. You can't just walk around the cruise ship in a bikini, so just keep that in mind. Always have something to cover up if you're planning on going to the buffet for lunch. But I think on the pool deck you can walk around obviously in a swimsuit, but when you go back into those interior spaces, they look down upon just a swimsuit in the buffet, if you know what I mean. Now, if you're not really into the pool deck or being out in the sun, just bring something very comfortable and casual that you can wear inside the ship. During the daytime, there are plenty of activities. There's trivia, there's games, there's just fun things to do inside as well. So I would just wear comfortable, casual clothes, maybe a pair of shorts, maybe a long sleeve shirt. I do find that the interiors of the cruise ships can be a little bit chilly with the AC. So whatever you want to feel comfortable in, nothing too dressy. Of course, it really depends on your own personal style, but what do you plan on wearing inside the ship, or what do you plan on wearing outside if you want to be in the sun on your sea days? And if you plan on hitting up that gym on your cruise, be sure to pack your workout gear, your sneakers, so you can get your extra workout in. There's usually incredible gyms on a cruise ship, so pack your sneakers, leggings, t-shirts, sports bras if you plan on getting on your fitness. Okay, next let's go over some excursions in the Caribbean. As I mentioned, I have been on dozens of cruises. I've done ATVing in Cozumel. I've done Caribbean like beach clubs on different islands. I've done food tours. I've done snorkeling, catamaran tours, of course. I've been inside bat caves in the Grand Cayman Islands. So I've done a fair share of different unique things in the Caribbean. It really depends on your cruise itinerary, where you're going, where you're docking, and what activities you want to do when you're going on your cruise. So look at your sheet, where are you going, and kind of have a plan on what you want to do. Or if you're booking an excursion with the cruise ship, usually they do have some sort of like dress code. I know for the ATVing, it was like very clear. You must have closed toe shoes. So I made sure I packed my sneakers. And when I went inside the bat cave, it was kind of like a hike. So they also made us kind of wear closed toe shoes just so we could be able to go on the excursion. If you're doing something adventurous on a cruise, be sure to bring closed toe shoes, maybe a t-shirt, something a bit more athletic, because there's some really cool excursions like that. However, I will say a lot of the excursions when you're going on a Caribbean cruise revolve being around water. There's usually activities on boats, catamarans, beaches. So obviously another swimsuit cover up. Now this time though, however, you are not on your cruise ship. You are leaving the ship. So always bring kind of like a larger tote style bag so you can fit all your essentials inside there. When I leave the ship, I always like to bring, you know, like a little bag for like my essentials. Maybe I'm going to a beach club and I want to bring my Kindle. Of course, sunscreen, just little things in a small bag so you can have that ready to go. I do also recommend wearing kind of like some waterproof shoes. I'll get to shoes later in a second, but always kind of think about what you're going to want to be bringing with you on your cruise ship excursions, so you have everything all in one place. And it can even be like one bag, you know, for your whole family, for your partner, your spouse, your girl group. You can kind of have one bag that has everything inside. Now, when you are on an excursion, you're on a beach club, or you're going in the water, maybe consider packing another swimsuit or a dry change of clothes so you're not wet on the way back to your cruise ship, because sometimes you might have like a 45-minute drive and you just are sitting wet in a swimsuit. That was another mistake of mine. I was on a beach and we had like 30 minutes. The water was so beautiful. I had to go in, but on the way back, I was just completely soaked and it felt so gross. So always kind of have like a change of clothes you can easily change so you feel a lot more comfortable when you're headed back on the ship. Another type of excursion you can do is touring around cities. I've done a food tour in Puerto Plata where we went to different restaurants and we toured a rum distillery. So for that, I wore like a two-piece set. And by the way, I got so many compliments on this outfit, which I appreciated. It was so nice. Everyone was like, your outfit's so cute. I was like, thank you. And in San Juan, we just like walked around the town very casually. So I wore kind of a casual outfit, a swimsuit, a long sleeve top. And then I've also done walking around touring the city in Key West. So I thought this two-piece set was just something easy that you can just throw on and look chic out the door. Again, it was a bit chilly that day, so I did have a long sleeve top that I put over my shoulders, and then when I got a bit chilly, I actually put it on. So a great thing to pack was this like gauze top that was really helpful to stay nice and warm, especially when the weather wasn't super warm. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me out so much. And if you love fashion videos, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos from me. Okay, next let's go into evening wear. This is cool quite a hot topic because a lot of different ships have different sort of dress codes, rules, and vibes. So it really, I think evening wear, it really does depend on what ship or what cruise you're going on. I've been on my fair share of cruises, not all cruise ships, but I've been on Virgin, Celebrity, MSC, Princess cruises, and they all kind of have a different vibe. I know Virgin has like no dress code. So really anything goes. Men can wear shorts to dinner. There is no dress code at all. Wear whatever you like. Now on Celebrity cruises, they have an evening chic dress code, which requires men to wear long pants and women to wear maybe like a sundress or maybe a nice pair of pants and a blouse, something a bit dressier. And some evenings they have another dress code where it's like a little bit more dressier than that, but it is a more evening chic kind of vibe. Now, when I was on the Princess cruise, they had a for sure like actual formal night where I think men had to wear a collared shirt and long pants, and women were required to wear like a long evening dress. So there are different types of dress codes depending on what ship and what cruise itinerary that you are going on. So for me, I like to see how many nights I'm going on my cruise, and for each night I pack one evening outfit. So I usually wear like a longer dress, a short dress, cocktail dress. I always like to bring at least one black dress because one, you can rewear it at least a few times, change up your accessories or not, because no one's gonna remember what you really wore on your cruise. And again, everyone's there having fun and not really worried about what you're wearing. So again, if you are stressing out about what to wear on a cruise, don't worry about it. But for evening, I do like to bring at least one black dress to wear over again. And then I like to wear like flowy midi dress style, something very comfortable. And then I always like to pack maybe a pair of like dressy trousers, pants that I can dress up with like a nice blouse when you don't want to wear a dress. Because sometimes you're not feeling it, you can absolutely wear a long pair of pants that look a little bit dressy and you feel really good. I don't know if it's just me, but I do love like dressing up a little bit more on a cruise. Even if you are on a cruise that doesn't have a specific dress code, I personally like wearing like flowy dresses, so that's what I like to wear. You could also wear like a matching set, so something very comfortable but a little bit on that dressier end. Now a lot of these outfits are actually from Amazon, so I can leave a link down below of all of my favorite Amazon cruise items that I had brought on cruises in the past, and I can leave a little QR code right here if you want to shop some Amazon cruise fashion items. Now sometimes with the cruise ships they also have sort of like a theme night. I know on Virgin Voyages they have Scarlet night, so everyone wears red. I do have a really great recommendation. I wore this on my last Virgin Voyages cruise and it was a two-piece set from Amazon. And by the way, they also offered this in different colors, like this in black would be a perfect option if you want something casual, but also very comfortable and great for the evening time. This two-piece set was just really comfortable to wear. I know Celebrity Cruises has Shine the Night Party, so you wear something metallic, and I know MSC does have like a full white party, so each cruise specifically does have like a theme night, and you can find out about this, I think on their cruise app before you depart, you can kind of find out what the lineup is, so you can pack accordingly. And if you want to go to the next level, I know some people like to pack for the parties that are going to be happening on board. So I was just on a cruise and there was an 80s night. So everyone was kind of like in 80s gear during the evening time. So there's some activities and themed events that you can dress up for. Now, what are the best shoes to pack on a cruise? Number one, they should be comfortable because surprisingly, you're going to be doing lots of walking even when you're on a cruise ship, because depending on where your cabin is, you might be a bit far from the elevator and you're going to be walking down the entire hallway, taking stairs, walking to dinner. So be sure your shoes are comfortable. I don't really like to bring heels. I've worn heels on a cruise before, but it is not completely necessary. So for evening, I do like to bring a dressy flat, something that looks dressy that I can wear with every single outfit. I've really been wearing these a lot. They have a gold buckle at the top and they look good with every single outfit. And I basically wore these every single night on my cruise. So you don't have to bring too many shoes, but these were just dressy enough for the evening time. I also recommend bringing a waterproof flip-flop or shoe, something that can get a little wet or dirty, especially if you are walking around the ship, you're going in the hot tub, you put your shoes on, you're all wet, you know, you want to have something that is waterproof. And for excursions, beaches, they're easy to pack in your suitcase as well. So a waterproof shoe is essential. And if you are planning on doing something athletic or you have like an adventure tour, you want to do some walking around the ship on the treadmills or something, always bring a pair of sneakers that you can work out in. Now for the guys, I know some cruises might require some nicer evening shoes or kind of like a smart casual white sneaker sneaker would work well for the evening time, and of course a pair of flip-flops, something that you can get wet, dirty at the beach, and something easy you can slide in and out of when you want to leave the room really quickly. Some accessories to pack on a cruise. Number one is a sun hat or a foldable visor, something to protect your head from the sun. Again, I was just on a cruise and I literally feel like my scalp always gets sunburned, so I do like to bring a hat or a foldable visor. The foldable visor is such a great one because you can easily pack it in your suitcase. It's not going to get all bunched up. You can easily pop it on, wear it, and fold it up in your bag. Plus, you can lay flat on your beach chair because there is no backing on it, whereas hats can be a little bit more challenging when you're on a cruise. But definitely some sun protection to keep the sun away from your face. It gets hot on the Caribbean cruise. And obviously, don't forget to pack your sunglasses as well. And a lightweight scarf definitely comes in handy when you're packing for a cruise because, like I mentioned, the AC can be pretty cold. So you can wear this during the evening time, covering up your shoulders. At night, if you do plan walking outside on the deck, it can get a bit chilly, especially on the cruise I was just on. It was a little bit chilly. It was like 60 degrees. So this shawl was definitely helpful just to keep you a little bit warmer, but still dressed up on the cruise. You could also pack like a lightweight jacket just in case the weather does dip. And for bags, like I mentioned, a larger beach tote is essential for the cruise ship. If you want to bring more things to the pool, your Kindle, your water bottle, maybe a snack, an extra change of clothes or something that will fit lots of different things inside is definitely crucial. And you can take that tote bag off the ship if you have any excursions. And then for me, I like to bring like a small evening clutch. I like to keep my phone, my key card, lip gloss, and just some like random things that you want on hand, a camera. So I like to have a small little clutch bag for the evening time. Again, if one matches with all your outfits, all you need to bring is one of them. I do like to pack a few when I'm going on a cruise, but something you can keep your things inside. Now, how much to pack for your cruise? If you want to optimize your outfits, I do recommend bringing like tops and bottoms that you can mix and match, wear together, wear separately, so you can maximize the different things that you can wear during the cruise. Again, for the day, think casual, going to the beach, cover-ups, and then the evening time, always have one sort of evening outfit per day. You can of course rewear sets for the morning breakfast. You can rewear your swimsuits and cover-ups, and of course you can kind of rewear your evening outfits if you want to maximize your space in your suitcase. What I find really helpful is I write down each day that we're going on a cruise, what the excursion is. When I'm packing, I look at each day and make sure I have an outfit per thing, and that helps me not overpack, and I can also see where I can rewear things. That's super helpful when you're packing for your next cruise. Now, I know this is a what to wear video, but there's some small random cruise things I do want to mention. By the way, I do have a full Amazon cruise essentials video. I can link that one up here next. But some things I love packing for my cruise are these reusable coffee cups. Firstly, they are leak proof, so you can put your coffee in here and you can literally dump it upside down and coffee is not going to spill out. So for me in the morning, I like to run to the breakfast buffet, fill up my coffee cup, and head to my room, and I don't have to worry about this spilling. So I usually fill it for Al and I put it in the tote bag and I head back to the room so we can enjoy coffee in our room, and then we go up later for breakfast. So these little coffee cup things from Amazon are so good. Another thing are these magnetic hooks. These do hook on the walls. By the way, all the walls are magnetic, and it's just great to have because you can hang out your next outfit. You could put your bag on there, a hat, because cruise ship cabins are very small, so optimizing as much space as possible is really helpful. Another thing is this jewelry organizer. I love using this. I've been using this for years on every trip, really. Again, I put it on that cruise hook and I kind of had my own jewelry moment so I can see what earrings or necklace I want to wear for the day. Another thing that I found really handy is this shower organizer. Now, you do have to buy the suction cup hooks separately, so I will leave both down below, but sometimes the cruise ship showers are so small that this just helps if you want to bring more toiletry items. You can easily access them rather than relying on the small shelf that they do provide. So this is just helpful if you have a lot of toiletries or you kind of want to unpack your toiletry bag. This was super helpful to have. And finally, some things not to pack on your cruise. These can stay home. Number one is heavy denim. If you're going on a Caribbean cruise, you don't really have to bring any denim just because usually it's really warm and you want to bring something like loose and stretchy, if you know what I mean. I love bringing stretchy pants because when I'm eating on a cruise, I'm eating good. So I like to bring something that I can feel comfortable in, nothing too restricting. So I do love bringing a nice stretchy, comfy pant. That is super essential. Another thing that I wouldn't pack is things that need lots of steaming or ironing. My last cruise, my steamer got confiscated, so I was not able to steam any of my outfits. So just keep that in mind. You don't want to bring too many linen pieces or things that just look really wrinkled, especially if you can't steam them. You want to make sure that your fabrics are a bit easy. So I like to bring lots of like stretchy materials because really really, once you unpack them, you don't have to steam them or iron them. I know some cruises can steam your clothes for you. You know, sometimes they have like rooms where you can go and like have your things steamed, but I wouldn't bet on it. I really wouldn't. So just bring some fabrics that don't need a lot of maintenance, or if you're packing some trickier things, maybe pack them really soft and gently, so hopefully they don't get super crushed in your suitcase. All right, there goes some things on what to pack for your next Caribbean cruise. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, learned something new, have some more outfit inspiration for your next cruise so you know exactly what to pack. If you really enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Like I mentioned, that helps me out so much. And I hope you stick around for more fashion videos from me, so hit that subscribe button. I would love to know, where's your next cruise? Where are you headed to? Leave a comment down below. With that, I hope you guys have a super awesome rest of the day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!